This is 3.4, parallel lines and triangles. Just looking at the practice problems here. The first four here are pretty easy. We're just finding the missing measure. We get the interior angles of a triangle add up to 180. So all we need to do for these is just subtract these two angles out here, and you'll be left with the missing angle. So if we wanted to write this as an equation, we could say x plus 130 plus 20 is equal to 180. Combine like terms, you got x plus 150 is equal to 180. Isolate x by subtracting 150 on both sides, and you're left with x is equal to 30. So that missing angle is 30 degrees. All right, 2, 3, and 4 are about the same. 5, 6, and 7 are, we just need to solve for x here. So let's see, 5 and 6, pretty similar to the other two. We're just going to add these up equal to 180. Number 7 is a little bit different. We can go ahead and take a look at this one together. What don't we know? We need to find x. This box here means that this angle is 90 degrees. So we can just go ahead and do 90 plus 70 plus x plus 27 is equal to 180 degrees. And just solve this equation out. Go ahead and combine these like terms, and we get 187. So we get x plus 187 is equal to 180. And subtract 187. Do it to one side, got to do it to the other side. And you're left with x is equal to -7. All right, moving on. 8 and 9, find the measure of the angle indicated. So we need to recognize that these two angles here add up to equal this the exterior angle. Okay, so these remote interior angles add up to equal this exterior angle. So all we need to do here is just 55 plus x is equal to 113. And all we have to do is subtract 55 on both sides, and you're left with x is equal to 58 degrees. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Pretty similar for 10 and 11, 12, 13, and 14, and pretty much the same. We just have a few variables in there. Why don't we do 13 together? All right, so again, we've got these remote interior angles, right? Like D and C is going to equal this one out here, 12x plus 8. So all we need to do here is just set up an equation. 8x plus 8 plus 20 is equal to 12x plus 8. All right, so we should combine like terms first. So we'll do 8x plus 28 is equal to 12x plus 8. All right, I'm going to get the variables on one side. I always like to eliminate the term with the smaller coefficient, and 8 is smaller than 12, so I'm going to eliminate that one. All right, so I'm left with 28 is equal to 4x plus 8. Need a little bit more room here. Go ahead and subtract 8 on both sides, and I'm left with 20 is equal to 4x. Last step, divide by 4. Divide by 4, you're left with x is equal to 5. All right, I'm going to erase this. Hopefully you guys wrote a little bit smaller than I did. All right, moving on. 14 looks about the same. 15 and 16. Okay, so how are we going to figure out this problem? We need to figure out this angle here. All right, so how can we figure that out? Well, we can start by trying to figure out this angle, because we know we have this triangle here. Okay, so I don't want that there. So we have that triangle on the left-hand side. So if we just do, we add these two up together, 75 plus 55, that's 130. I know that the interior angles add up to 180, so if I do 180 minus 130, I'm left with 50. So this angle is 50. And then I should recognize that 50 plus this angle here, which is 60, and then all the way around, right, that would be a straight angle, right, that would add up to 180. So if I do 180 minus 50 minus 60, or if I add them up together, which is 110, I'm going to be left with the remaining angle right here, which is 70. So if that's 70 degrees, now erase a little bit of this. I've got this is 70 degrees, and this angle here is 50 degrees. So if I add those up together, that's 125. And I know that the interior angles add up to 180. So if I subtract 125 from 180, not 186, I'm left with 55 degrees. So this angle out here is 55 degrees. All right, this one's fairly similar. I'm going to go ahead and leave this one up to you guys. All right, good luck.